Welcome, everybody. We're the XoneBros. This is your positive gaming and Xbox community. As always, I'm joined by Mr. Big Hammer, Jordan the Man.
Oh, are you not plugged in, Jordan? You're not plugged in.
Yeah. I mean, sorry, he's not Big Hammer. He's Midnight Hammer, I believe.
Midnight Hammer?
Midnight Hammer, yeah.
Welcome, Jordan.
Welcome, Jordan. And it's Jordan the Man, Midnight Hammer. And Morning Wood, Mr. Big Spicy. Welcome, guys.
Hey, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's been another week, another big week. I finished Expedition 33.
Good job.
Excellent.
I was blown away. It is in my top 3 games of all time. We'll see where it's at in a few months as I'm more removed from it, but it is very good.
Yeah, there's like a graph scale where you think like whatever's closest to you at this moment
is the best.
is your favorite, and then
I would say as far as stories go,
it's a nice bell curve.
it's definitely like it's very well done. Very, very well done. Spicy, you need to finish it so we could have our members only.
I know.
Spoiler cast.
Yeah, that would be really great.
We could discuss things because there's a lot of things to discuss.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it tonight if I can. I'll just bang it out.
You actually could. Yeah, you could. You're at the Paintress?
I am. I don't want to spoil anything. I'm inside the monolith at the end of that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you're like, if you don't get distracted,
I do get distracted.
you're like 3 hours away.
I would say like an hour. If you beat that, the next section is probably an hour.
Yeah, the next section's quick. The mistake I made was
if you go straight to that next
the
section.
mistake I made is a whole new overworld basically opens up for you, and that's what distracts you.
Yeah.
But just go straight to the next mission,
Yeah.
and you're golden. Oh, it's so good, so good. What have you guys been playing?
I've been playing Night Rain like crazy.
Oh yeah, I saw you on the other night.
They just released last night the next iteration of the super bosses. So it's kind of like a live service. They say it's not a live service, but I think it is. But
yeah, you're better off saying it's not, then there's no expectations.
yeah, okay, that's true. But yeah, so last night, so a week ago, they had a super boss that was like a regular boss on crack.
Okay.
And it unlocks a new currency and a whole bunch of stuff.
So how often do those rotate?
Apparently it's weekly. So
right.
yeah, so
That's the hook.
Last night they ended it, and then I went to the gym and I came back, and then it was a new guy.
Oh, nice.
And I beat him already.
Oh wow, good
last
job.
night.
Jordan, have you played those at all?
Yeah, we played the big mega boss. We got like really good on my first try. We were like, what, maybe 40% left on him. Mm-hmm. So
that well, I mean,
cool mechanics.
That first 50% is easy compared to the last.
Yeah.
But once you understand the mechanics of it, it's fine. The problem is you have teammates that you can't communicate with, and since it's a mechanic-driven boss fight at this point, it's like unless they know what they're doing, it's a wipe. It's not like it's not even a wipe. It's a game over.
Yeah.
Because you die in that game. So that's the biggest the flaw with that game is there's no communication with your teammates.
Yeah.
Other than a single icon on the map somewhere.
Yeah. That sometimes people don't even pay attention to.
No, yeah. I don't even mind if people go do their own thing because they're generally doing something that can be shared with everyone else. It's just when they're...
So that game is optimal with voice chat communication.
Sure, yeah. But like a lot of people get upset that somebody's going and doing something. I don't care. What I care about is their bad decision making that you can... If there was VoIP, you could just say... Just don't revive me. Spend the damage you're doing to revive me on the boss that has 5% health. Just do that. Just
because then you all win.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're sitting there
trying to revive you and then die and then the game's over.
They dump so much damage into a third bar revive that it's like, oh my gosh. Just they literally spend a minute and a half whacking you because that's how you get revived. But I'm thoroughly addicted to that game. It's like it's Dark Souls, Rogue. Yeah. It's so great. It's like Binding of Isaac, Dark Souls, or any other, roguelike game. And I love it. I love how drastic the game changes every time you play it. And you can get better equipment and better inserts to your gear, essentially. I don't know what you would call it, but I mean, they're called relics, but for people that don't understand or don't know what that is, but it's you can basically make builds beforehand, and then the whole game changes every time you play. I love that game. It's so frustrating and so great in every way, and so that's what I've been playing. That's the reason I haven't finished Expedition 33 is because I have been hitting that one as much as I could. I love it. It's great.
That's cool. Jordan, you went back into Assassin's Creed. Have you been continuing down that path?
Well, I beat the very first one, and then after that, I played other games.
What?
Battlefront 2.
Oh, I saw you and Mr. Barbara Blake.
Yeah,
playing
well, it's because it's been having like this huge resurgence, and you know what? It's a fun game.
Yeah. Holds up?
Oh yeah, it's still like to this day one of the best looking games.
Oh, that's because those particle effects that they do on
well,
the
it's
lasers.
just a good looking game.
Lasers.
I've been playing all the new ESO. I've been playing the new ESO stuff.
Oh, yeah, you like that?
Yep.
You know what got me? Yeah, I totally judge a book by its cover. It almost got me. What's the Amazon MMO game?
New World.
New World. New World has new. It's because of the season.
Yeah, new season.
It's like Season of the Divide or something. And their artwork looks really cool. And it's sitting on my Xbox dashboard. And it was updated. I was like, well, what is that game? And I was like, oh, it's New World.
Yeah. And then I have Mark's been helping me go back on my bosses on Night Rain.
Yeah.
I felt bad. I had to call him the next morning and apologize because I had a really big outburst.
Oh, did you?
What's so great
And
about
I remember, and Mark just told you like how much he loves this game. I wasn't nice in my wording about how I felt about the game.
what's funny is we won too.
But I was.
won.
Like, what happened? You were just like.
Well, because Jordan, Jordan plays Iron Eye, which he's a range archer, and his ult that could basically win the game. Like it was 2 people are down. Jordan's ult can both do damage to the boss and revive us in one
go. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's aiming right
So
for...
I specifically target Mark's character because both characters are right next to each other. So I specifically am targeted, auto-locked on Mark's character.
The boss is charging him.
Now, I'm immune during the ultimate, so it doesn't matter if he hits me.
The boss basically jumps over him, and his character swings...
No, the boss hit me.
The lock locked on to the boss?
No, it was on Mark the whole time. The boss hit me apparently so hard that my character turned around. The lock was still on
shot the
Mark,
other way.
and it shot the opposite way.
And what's so funny is...
And I lost it.
What's so funny...
I can see why you would lose it.
Because it's 40 minutes, and it just comes down to a waste of time. However... being the guy that I am, I got a revive. Like, there's an item that's a legendary item that you can revive yourself by yourself.
Oh, so you use that?
I had that and we won.
No, very nice.
So even though Jordan screwed up big time,
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I did. I felt
so
bad.
mad.
I called Mark and apologized because I said some things and I was mad. I was upset.
the great thing about like playing these games, even in the old days with the other Dark Souls, is one day I'm mad and Jordan's laughing. The other day Jordan's mad and I'm laughing. Like
That's hilarious.
It's pretty great. And that's what happened here. I
You
was
guys
just
should
laughing.
record those rants. It'd be great.
There.
This one was pretty bad.
It was good. It was a good one. We win, and Jordan's just a stupid game. The code is stupid. Like
I think I said. I believe I said this game sucks a certain part of the body.
I can
I-
imagine.
Yeah.
I would love. You know, it'd be fun to take game rants like that and put like an AI character, avatar character over it, and turn them into shorts.
turn them into shorts,
Like a-
add a backbeat, and have them rap it.
Yeah, it'd be hilarious.
Yeah, I was pretty mad that night, but we did end up winning.
I have the game. The next game we are all going to play together. That we should all play together,
Okay.
and we should pull up the trailer.
Okay.
Fantasy Life. Have you guys seen this?
Oh, is it the newest one?
Dude.
Yeah, it's basically Animal Crossing, but
okay.
fantasy.
Okay, no, it's Animal Crossing plus Stardew Valley plus Zelda plus multiplayer dungeon crawling. It is. I went and bought it. I bought it today.
Is that wasn't it on Game Pass? I thought it was on Game
Is
Pass.
it the girl
it's
who
not on Game
steals?
Pass. That's it.
The
Yep,
girl
that's
who
it.
steals time.
That's it,
Okay, I'll try to.
dude. Super cool.
I remember. I forget who it was, but in our Discord, someone was like, "I'm addicted to this game."
Shine. He convinced me.
yeah,
He convinced me today because I was like, "What's everybody playing over the weekend?" And he said Fantasy Life, and so I was like looking up. I was like, "Fantasy Life? What is that game?" And I went and looked at the trailers, and and then we were talking about it, and he convinced me, and I fired it up. I played it a little bit before the game. I'm at the very beginning, so I don't really have enough to say anything yet. But I'm very excited. The most exciting part is So you have all these jobs, and it's a world builder like Stardew Valley. It's Animal Crossing, like you're collecting stuff. But then you can go into multiplayer, and there's only certain items in multiplayer you can get, and it's basically boss fights that you do together.
Yeah, but you're building your literally fantasy life.
Yeah.
Like if you want to be
all these jobs.
if you want to be a cook,
Yeah,
you'd be a cook.
there's job. You could be a pirate, basically like a ship guy on the boat. There's fishing. The whole like there's one of the dragons, dude. Master all 14 unique lives.
You want to be a blacksmith and just focus on that.
Anyways, every review I watched of it, every gameplay I watched, everyone had the same thing to say. It's their game of the year. So I'm going
It's
from
beating Expedition.
I'm going
it's
for.
it's not that good.
I'm going. Well, that's what I'm telling you. People are saying like I've sunk so many hours into this. Like, look at that. That could be the 4 of us. How awesome would and it's 4-player online co-op.
Look, you can get
And-
mounts.
Look at the mounts. Go back to those mounts. Can we go back and look at those mounts? Dude, how awesome. I almost bought the $70 edition so I could get a unique mount. Look at that. Look at those mounts. Look, someone has a dragon, dude. Look at the dragon back there. That could be us. My character is awesome. I gave my sick character a battle scar.
I'll download
I've got
this
blue
game.
hair and a battle scar.
I'll download this game.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Yeah, this game looks badass.
Dude, no.
No, I have heard.
telling you.
No, I have heard everywhere, like reviews on our Discord. A lot of people are like, "This is actually like a really fun game."
I know. I mean,
look at us. That's so when you go in multiplayer, when you're playing multiplayer, you get put in specific instances where there's only items that you can get in those instances. Dude, I'm really excited.
I'll play it with you. And
Shiny poop. It really does exist. That's what the tag was.
It's
on
probably
that.
really good. I mean, if I were to look at Stardew Valley and go, oh my gosh.
Yeah, and look
you're,
what that
you're
ended
like
up
this
being.
game? I mean, that's what I'm going off of, right?
Dude.
Because don't judge a book by its cover, I guess is what you're saying.
No, it's phenomenal.
You're pretty gung-ho. I mean, looks
reviews
great.
say it's fun. Like everyone is because I went down this rabbit hole of okay, what is this game? What? Because Shine was like, I love it, and then someone else said I've sunk so many hours into this, and then I thought it was only on Nintendo Switch, and then it was like, oh no, we're on Xbox and Xbox Live, and I was like, oh my.
Is it on Game Pass?
I thought it was on Game Pass. No,
it is not. No, I bought it, dude. Look, that's your world. There's your Animal Crossing.
Looks
I mean,
great.
same as Animal Crossing. If you look at Animal Crossing, people are like, I don't get it, and then you're in it, and you're like, I can't stop.
what's the
playing.
stock market this week?
Yeah, what's the turnips?
Yeah, those turnips, man. I think to this day I'm playing in like year 2035.
Oh yeah, because of the Switch.
Because you could switch. That's how you got
Because I would fast forward time so I could get money for my turnips ASAP.
Well, not just money though. You get unique items on certain years and days.
Yeah,
and-
I'll download this tonight. I've heard
Dude.
a lot of good things about it.
dude. But what put me over the top was multiplayer.
Yeah.
I instantly thought of you guys, and I was like,
We can do
in.
dungeons together.
Oh, and see that little guy next to you, your assistant,
Your Navi?
your friend.
Yeah.
His name is Trip, I believe. That's same screen co-op. If you want,
Oh,
he
so
helps
like
you
my
out. He
kid
could be like
could-
here.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
that's what
I'm into it.
That's what I have. McElroy is playing Trip with me,
Yeah, that's awesome.
and they can't do a lot. They can just help you fight only.
oh, that's awesome. Okay.
Yeah, they can't get in your way.
They can't get in
only
your way.
help.
They only benefit you.
They only
actually.
help. Yeah.
So-
Even if they're doing a
This
terrible
is-
job, they only help.
It's actually meant for dads.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
game.
Yeah,
It's a dad game.
dude, I want to drag. Maybe I'll upgrade to the
Because
$70 version so
My
I can get
kids-
that dragon mount.
my kid is starting to figure out that his controller doesn't work.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You're like, oh shoot.
I'm past that stage as well. Dude, see, explore dungeons. There we are. That's us.
So, okay. That's great. This game looks phenomenal, David. It looks badass. It's almost as good as the
Dreamli-
Disney game you
Dreamlight
played.
Valley.
Yeah.
Dreamlight Valley is
It almost
badass,
looks
dude.
just as good as that one.
Dreamlight Valley is super cool.
Have they finished that one yet?
I don't know. I've not logged in forever, but I'm sure there's all new Disney characters in there now.
Yeah, you got to get into that one.
Yeah, you do. Let me tell you, you got to unlock the doors. I just unlocked Moana last time I was in that game.
Yeah.
The other thing that I've almost pulled the trigger like 5 times this week on it because I have enough saved up because it would come out of my ROG LIX, my Xbox Ally,
Yeah.
and that is the freaking VR, the MetaQuest Xbox S.
That hit, yeah. Is that available now? It's available now.
it's
right?
available now?
Explain to me, like, if I already have a MetaQuest, why go to this one? Like,
You don't
what-
just for the look. It's partnered with Xbox. So what you get in the entire package, and we can pull up that trailer, is You get a MetaQuest in that cool black and green like Xbox. The MetaQuest S, or is it the 3S? What is it called?
I don't know.
Anyways, whatever the S MetaQuest is, I don't know VR. You get the 2 nunchucks, also same in super cool color, and it comes with the Xbox and Xbox controller that is automatically linked to it. You get 3 months of Game Pass as well, and so much of MetaQuest or Quest Plus. Is that what it's called?
So there, if you own a Quest, there's no point.
Yeah. Correct.
Okay,
Yeah. This is like, I mean, unless you want that version. I've almost pulled the trigger like 5 times because I think it's like a cool collector's piece to have. But also, all of the initial reviews of people that got it are raving about the improvements to cloud. They're not advertising, so the trailer will be in that article actually.
Yeah, it's a 30-second trailer. I don't want to have that looping for 10 minutes.
Oh.
So I'm gonna grab the article.
They're not advertising VR at all. This is not Xbox going VR, but it is Game Pass in it's AR space, right? So they're playing on the big screen that you can pin to your wall. You can go into immersive mode, and you can play your Game Pass games straight in there. I think it's really smart of Xbox. I think the launch and the marketing of the launch was very well done. If you scroll down though, I do want to play the video because it shows the trailer. It does show there it is. It does show they use language in there that I think is really smart of them. They say this is a limited edition Xbox. Oh, here it is. Yeah, watch this. So there it is. First of all, super sexy. Very much like that. So if you've been waiting to get into VR, love the nunchucks there. 3 months of Game Pass. What's it like? Oh, there's my screen. I can play. This is an Xbox with a huge screen. I think the marketing is on point here. There's showing you playing with your controller. This is a limited edition Xbox. Boom. That is the power of Game Pass. This is a limited edition Xbox. That is the flexibility that Game Pass gives you that is going to be hard to compete with long time if like a PlayStation doesn't get their acting gear. I think PlayStation is behind. PlayStation won the console war. Okay, that's great. We're no longer in a console war. We're in a platform war. And Xbox is hitting the ground running. They have the infrastructure set up. And that tagline right there, this is a limited edition Xbox, I think says everything about the future of Xbox. I mean, look, we're getting an Xbox handheld at the end of this year. Microsoft isn't building it. We have an Xbox VR. Microsoft's not building it. And bad news on the PlayStation VR. Remember, they went all into VR and we were all like, I don't think Xbox needs to do that. Let's wait. Well, guess what, guys? We were right. We were right, fellas, because Beat Saber, the biggest game in the VR space, says they're no longer going to support PSVR.
I wonder why.
Why? Because there's just not enough players there. That's the only reason that you wouldn't. You're not getting the player base there. I am not convinced. I think VR is a fantastic experience. I think AR...
Well, Beat Saber is a fun game.
Like, this is AR that you're seeing here, augmented reality, and all the VR headsets have gone to it, where you can open up and you can still see your room right there, and you can pin a screen permanently in place. I think that's more of the future for personalized gaming. VR, I think, is experience gaming. So I think you're going to have the best VR experiences at, like, arcades or places you go to, like laser tag. They've tried to do home laser tag for forever. It's never taken off. The best laser tag is in person, at an experience laser tag. That's what VR is to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not in the... I played like Jordan's VR, and that's it. Is all this is a screen on your eyes, or is
it's the same as the Quest. It's just an Xbox branded one.
Yeah, it's the Xbox branded one. So this is full VR headset.
Okay,
it does all the VR stuff. It's just the Xbox branded one.
Oh, okay.
But have you played the new Quest then, or the new MetaQuest?
Oh, yeah. So I guess this is the Quest 3.
Yeah. So the difference, the old one, it was when you put on those goggles, you're in VR only. Mm-hmm. The new ones now, so like the green room is supposed to be a regular room. Like, well, I don't know why they didn't show
the Quest that I
room.
have the MetaQuest. I don't know about the original one, I guess. Because the Quest that I have is AR. The cameras aren't very
but
good.
the one
before
ones
that
were not.
And yours, Jordan, yours is the one that like you can see around and then it'll teach you how to play the piano?
Yeah, because it's AR and VR.
Yeah, okay.
So
and that's what this is.
So if you go to Spawn, if you type in Spawn Point on YouTube there, he shows his AR and he walks around like that is. I think that is the future of these types of headsets. You could lay in bed. You could have this huge giant screen in front of you and be playing. I think that's the future of
Gotcha.
these headsets. But I think it's smart from Xbox.
It's
for
actually
Xbox.
cheaper than I would have thought. $399. Is that
That's not bad. Yeah.
that's
I've almost pulled the trigger a few times because
where the Quest dominates.
because we've played with VR and AR before. My kids would love it, and it's like a family activity type of thing that we do. You know.
And this is this standalone, or do I need to plug
No,
it
that's
into?
the
No,
beautiful
that's
thing.
that's
They're
where I
all
think the
standalone
Quest
now.
dominates is it no wires. Which so like your graphics aren't as good as like say a wired one that's using your PC, but you don't have a ton of wires.
Yeah, but it's not
nice.
like connected
It
to my
is the
PC
computer.
somewhere.
No, it is the computer.
Okay, that's what I was asking. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Which I think is the way you got to do it. 'Cause
That's the only way you could do
being
it, yeah.
constrained with all those wires.
well, even
and,
like
you know,
the Apple one, which is supposed to be like the premium one, which they've discontinued their production on theirs, which everybody knew was going to happen.
well, I mean,
They
what
have
do you-
like a pack that you have to like walk around with.
yeah.
and I think that's wrong too.
When you
I think
sell it
this
for
is
$2,000
$3,000.
to do
It was like
everything,
$3,000.
It was
to
3,000
do everything your
plus.
computer can do, yet more annoying.
Yeah, it's $3,000.
I mean, that's what do you expect? You know, I don't know if when you make something, it has to be better than the previous product.
Yeah, this is true. That's true. So VR pretty cool. I just think it's smart, and I think it shows a strategy of Game Pass long term.
Are you gonna get this then? You said you're dipping into your.
No, I have gone back and forth. Ultimately, how often would I play it? Probably not. I'm waiting for the freaking handheld that's coming out at the end of the year. That I would play for sure. But the thing is like Beat Saber is really fun. My kids would enjoy it, so that's why I've gone back and forth. But I don't want to spoil those kids.
I hear you, man.
Let's spoil. You know how many toys they have? You know how many toys I had when I was a kid? I had like 5 quality toys. That's it, 5.
Yeah.
And I played the crap out of those toys. My kids have like hundreds.
Yeah.
And I'm not the one buying them. It's like relatives.
Our kids live in a different time.
This is a different time. Everything's like
I realized that when we were out to dinner for a family event or something, and my kid was eating sushi and filet mignon.
that you shared with him, or you bought him his own.
I think I think
You
we
bought him
shared-
his own filet
No,
mignon.
no.
That's next level, dude.
we were at
I don't know if we can be friends. Like I don't know if I am at that level that you're at.
And I was thinking, I was just sitting there as he's a 3-year-old, and I'm like, oh my gosh, we have different childhoods. This kid and me,
Oh yeah.
it's different. Yeah, like go around the corner. He's got more toys than God.
I know. I'm actually, if it was up to me, I would throw like 90% of them away.
So what I do is I stand on them on accident.
Oh shoot.
And every toy that breaks, my kid goes, Dad stood on it.
Even if he broke it.
It's like, Dad,
It's like become the thing.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's
That's
pretty
funny.
funny.
In other news, and this is showing again, I think this momentum that Xbox has and is proving to us is we saw an image of this leak a few months ago of the Steam library on your dashboard. Well, Xbox Insiders this week got announced officially over at Xbox Wire that Xbox Insiders are going to get to their PC app, as well as if you have the ROG Ally right now on that mobile gaming app, or the Xbox app UI, your Steam library is showing up. As of today, it started to show up, and people are showing it off and showing the options over on the handhelds that you can say, yes, include my Steam library. And it looks, I mean, it's cool. I think that's what they have to do. The question that I have, and I have a video dropping tomorrow where I discuss this, but maybe I'll ask you guys this question. Is Xbox embracing Steam, or are they trying to dominate Steam?
No, I think they're embracing Steam.
I think they're trying to tap into it.
Okay.
Steam is a monster.
Yep. On the
It
PC
is.
space.
It is by far the place where people go. I think they're latching on and going to try to hop on that train and enjoy the ride a little.
You don't think they want to be the only, like, the biggest platform on your PC?
Well, I'm sure they want to be.
Yeah.
But Steam is Steam.
Yeah. But keep in mind, So now you can include Steam, but this is also going to include your Blizzard launcher. Now is included in your Xbox.
It was
game,
included.
Your,
Blizzard
yeah,
was
yeah.
included
So everything.
before,
And they own that too.
Yeah, and they said that they're going to open the gates for other launchers.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Steam's the first one. Epic's going to be in there as well. I think if Xbox does it right, because the reason that Steam, like when you upload a game or install a game, even if it's a third-party game that's not through Steam, your Steam imports that into your library for you. Why? So that you never have to leave. So that you're always on their platform. The longer you're on their platform, the more they can upsell you.
Yeah, you're still running it through Steam though.
That's the thing. That's why I think it's not a replacement. They're trying to
like, hey, here's your all-in-one place, which I think is a good feature, and I think it's fine.
Yeah, but that's where you're starting. Do you think that's where we end?
No. I
don't think that's where we end.
No, I think where this dominates is if they get that type of system on their next console.
Like
have a
that's
Steam
the goal.
app.
We're just seeing the first iterations.
That's
of this.
where I think is the next level, when you have a Steam app on your Xbox like console and you can access your Steam library from that console. That's when you have perfectly merged the PC and console space together for one ultimate power.
But so, for instance, on your PC, Windows is running your game, so they don't need to run it in Steam.
Yeah, I mean, technically on your Xbox, isn't the Xbox dashboard a variation of Windows? So I would assume their next update would just make it more Windows so that a Steam app can run in it.
Yeah, but no, sorry, I'm just talking about the Xbox app on PC.
David, you're trying to say eventually Microsoft wants people to buy games on their launcher.
Yeah. That's the whole purpose of that's why Game Pass is tied to there. And right now, if you're a Game Pass Xbox PC player, or up to this point, you're split because you're like, I have Game Pass, but then I got to open a separate app to go to my Steam library where probably most of my games are. They're trying to eliminate that so that they can keep you all inside the Xbox app, which comes native built into Windows, by the way.
Which I think is cool, but I have not used the Steam version yet. But like when I hit Overwatch and play on the PC through the Xbox app, it then puts in front the Blizzard app and then auto launches it. So it's like, I guess I'm just saving one click.
Yeah, right now. But
David's saying eventually Microsoft would like to have people purchase in their launcher.
Do you think?
Well, and the reason is because we know that that's the case because during the showcase, Sarah Bond said that every game you purchase, why purchase in the Xbox store on the Xbox app? Because every game you purchase there has Xbox Play Anywhere.
Yeah. Well, I think it's probably like.
And your achievements. So you buy, you're on PC, you buy a game on Steam, no Xbox achievements. Wait, actually, that's a great question. If you buy a game on Steam and it's imported into your Xbox app, do you get those achievements?
No, because it's still running. It's like when I load Overwatch from my Xbox app, it's still pulling up Battle.net in the background.
It's still running through
all
Battle.net.
it is if all your streaming services were on one button. You're still using your streaming services, but they're just on one button.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
I mean, same thing Steam does. Steam has that same. Yeah. Steam does that same thing. And the reason is because they want you in their platform permanently.
Yeah. Now, I don't think Steam is just going to like, oh, yeah.
No. Steam, I think, is actually like, Phil Spencer said this pre-COVID, that they don't view PlayStation as their competition in the future. They view Amazon, they view Google, they view Apple. And everyone's like, that's crazy. What are you talking about? Well, it's because they're all platforms.
Yeah.
And back then they already knew they're going in this platform direction. Steam is a platform. Steam is the best PC handheld out right now. It'll be interesting. Steam dropped its own operating system. Now I think in that version,
it's destroying.
Is it doing really well?
Everybody's loving it.
The performance and everything.
Yeah,
it's really good.
And so I think that's in the next gen. Things can flip on a dime. And you could have what once was dominating in a space could quickly not. No longer.
It seems like Microsoft and Steam have a pretty decent relationship.
Yeah.
I think the game changes if they get some type of Steam app or integration on your console.
Yep.
That's when because then that benefits Steam because you load up Steam and you buy their games from their platform. Benefits Xbox because you're playing on the Xbox.
Yep.
If you can bring Steam to Xbox console users, it's over. I think that's a whole nother level.
Yeah.
Because then you have Game Pass, you have Steam. That's a whole nother level, man. My mind can't even compute it.
the human mind can't comprehend.
Can't comprehend Steam on the Xbox.
Well, and here's the thing: if you're PlayStation, you're the top dog because you've sold the most consoles. But the numbers you're looking at of monthly active users, which Xbox has used for a while because they view themselves as a platform now. PlayStation announced that now during their calls they're using that number. That's a whole other ball game. And
What number are they using?
Monthly active users, MAU.
Well, yeah, because that's your
Instead of consoles sold. And here's the thing. PlayStation is the walled garden still. Xbox isn't. And the reason the PlayStation is because they've dominated. And so they can be that. You got to come to us. We're the best, right? Xbox was forced to, well, we have all these benefits, blah, blah. But over time, and especially, I mean, look at the library that's dropping and all the investment in these different studios that they picked up is really starting to pay off now. We're getting hit after hit. But over time, if Steam is available on your Xbox, for instance, technically all PlayStation games, if they're dropping on PC as well.
I know we talked about like how they put
Xbox
a lock on
game.
it. I don't know how they would do that.
But they look bad doing that because over time,
Well, yeah, and you
look at what your
You do look really bad.
I'm going to get this on PlayStation. Okay, but you could have got it on Game Pass. Number one, number two. If you remain a walled garden console, which does work for a time, but long time, I just don't see how it works because. Well, I can only play my PlayStation games on my PlayStation. Look at the Xbox. I could play any game over there, including PC games, the games from Steam, but I can't do that on my... You know what I mean? Like, the benefits add up so much. I think everybody except Nintendo. I think Nintendo's the exception wild card. They will always do their own thing. I don't think they have to... They're not competing directly like this. But I think PlayStation eventually has to move in this direction, no?
Well, I think they kind of have. If you look at things like Helldivers and Concord, that one didn't work out too well. But
I think the last three haven't been there.
Helldivers is doing really well, and it's got
That was
cross-play.
That was 4 away.
Yeah,
that was like last year.
but you see that they're starting to move in that direction, putting games on Steam and stuff. And didn't they confirm? Was it Destin? Didn't he confirm that he was playing a PlayStation game through Steam on the Xbox Ally?
Yeah.
So that's what's huge about, like, if you bring that app to every Xbox
Well, that's what
device,
I think
or just have it built into the
that's
Xbox
why
operating
I think
system.
It's not an option. It's inevitable. It will happen, or they die. Like I genuinely, like, that sounds hyperbolic. I genuinely mean that from an objective standpoint of feature set. It would be like Apple has a touchscreen smartphone and nobody else moves in that direction. Everybody that didn't move in that direction is dead. Like,
I don't know.
it's like Google versus Yahoo. Yahoo was way bigger than Google and didn't adjust.
I get that, but PlayStation still has their flagship exclusives that's, I mean, there's...
Yeah, I'm talking about PlayStation as a platform, though.
Yeah, I know. I don't think... I mean, it's close, but I don't think it's the same as the first iPhone. Because they don't have, like, God of War. Nokia didn't have God of War on their system.
They had Snake.
They did have Snake.
No, but what was it? It was a feature set. It was a new feature set. So now, instead of me having to buy 3 separate devices, it was all in one device. That's what I mean. There is a feature set coming in the console space that didn't previously exist that I think PlayStation will inevitably have to move in that direction. They can't imagine next generation consoles are here, and you can indeed on your Xbox, you got Game Pass, number 1. You've got Steam as well, number 2. You've got Xbox Play Anywhere as on top of that, and you've got an Xbox handheld that utilizes all those same features and functions. And then let's pretend that PlayStation stays traditional, and you can only get PlayStation games on PlayStation. Well, how many first-party games this year have they come out with that makes you want to get a PlayStation?
None, but yeah, they've made mistakes.
Yeah, and I just think
They can't make many more.
Yeah, I think they've
made
to
$400 million mistakes.
Yeah, they have to move in that direction because yes, okay, GTA is advertised on the PlayStation. The advertised rights go on the PlayStation. Okay, who cares if I buy that on my Xbox app? I can now play that across 3 different devices. That's assuming they stay with that traditional model.
Yeah. I just think there's a lot of variables in play. Like if PlayStation makes games that you can only play on the PlayStation, people will still be happy with that. I think they'll still have an audience, a good audience.
Yeah.
I still think that Microsoft, their moves are strong, and I think they work, and they will work. But if PlayStation keeps releasing Concord type games and not paying attention to what we gamers want, I think they'll make some serious. That's when they'll start losing big time.
Yeah.
Can I talk about what we gamers want? Less buttons. Because Super Shocker brings up a good point. This new thing Microsoft, I don't know who's over there. And it has this idea, hey, what if we make it so when our players click to play a game, we actually don't let them play the game. We make a screen pop up. Yeah.
I fooled me because you don't think that it's installed either. It's the game hub. You can turn that off though.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, you can turn
please
it
show
off.
me how. I hate that thing.
You can turn it off. It's the game hubs.
Oh,
In fact, I believe the top article on PureXbox.com is how to turn off the new game hubs.
I'm going to give Microsoft some advice for free here. Next time I'll charge them. Every time you have an idea, if you have to hit another button, it's a bad idea. Like, just keep that in mind. Okay, yeah, we'll add this. Do I have to hit another button? It's not a good idea.
I think 20 years ago in college, I learned that when developing websites. Yeah.
Less buttons.
Less clicks to get where the person wants to go is a good thing.
Do you know one of the greatest features of Marvel Rivals compared to Overwatch? When I hit play, it matches a game. In Overwatch, I have to hit play, then play again, then who I'm playing. Like, it's just it's less buttons are better.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Or Battlefield.
Super Shocker brought up a great point. That thing is terrible, and I didn't know you can turn it off. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Like, do you know how relieved I feel now
I
that I know you can turn it off?
I didn't realize. I kept thinking I was doing something wrong before I realized what it. And this is us. Like, imagine we're like above average engaged, right? Like, we're more engaged in the Xbox ecosphere than just your average guy who just wants to play a game. And I kept thinking I was doing something like, is this not installed?
Well, and then it's like
every time I'd launch Expedition 33 and then be like, oh, I'll just hit play. And
Well,
then I realized, oh, these are the new game hubs.
I'm going to be honest. Like, it pops up. It says, XoneBros is playing this game for 12 hours. Mark's got an achievement. It's like, I don't care. I'm trying to play this game.
Yeah, but I do like that information. I like that data.
Not in my way, though.
Yeah, they just need to present it differently.
Yeah, it's
You know
the
what it's like?
inconvenient screen.
Yeah.
You know what it's like? It's like if I were sitting at a red light. You know how you have red, yellow, green? It's if we had red, red, yellow, green. You know what I mean? Like, oh, red light. Oh, second red light. All right, now it's green. Like, why?
They do that in Europe. Oh, they do that in Canada.
Yeah, they do. It's
They do it in
it's
Canada.
like, why?
They do?
Yeah, maybe it's is it Europe or Canada? It's either Scotland or Canada.
I think it was Scotland because that's where I
But
remember it.
It goes, yeah, yellow or green, go in, yellow, slowing down, red, stop. And then after the red stop, it goes, yellow, get ready. Green. Like yellow up, yellow is go. Like, you don't need the yellow up.
Yeah.
The reason the yellow exists on the down is, hey, we don't want you to slam on your brakes.
Yeah.
Get ready, a red light's coming. You don't need that for gas. Yellow means go.
Yeah, that's what it's like.
That's overthinking. That's
what this is.
That's some bureaucrat overthinking the problem.
That's exactly what I think this is, and that is my advice to Xbox. If you want to introduce a new feature and it gets in the way of me hitting a button to play my game, it's not a good feature.
Yeah, Slick and Twisted said exactly what I said. I thought my kids uninstalled all my games at first. I was about to rage. Same. Because it doesn't say I own this game or play. It says play on Game Pass, install. Like, it gives you these options when it pops up.
Also, when you turn on your Xbox now, I didn't care at first, but I'm starting to get angry because it happens more and more. Advertisements before I get to the screen, it'll be like, buy Doom now.
Yeah,
Doom's
that
installed.
annoys the
Why are you
crap out
showing
of
me
me.
this?
On the little
Yeah.
square?
No.
It pops-
Before it brings you to the main menu. Like you turn on your Xbox.
It's not
it'll
every
say-
time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it'll be
like-
like.
I don't care about
But
that.
what's funny? No, what it makes me mad is it's like, dude, I have Doom. It's literally on my hard drive. Why are they
Does
not
it give
using
you a click option?
Why are
in
they
there, or
not
it's
using
just
AdSense?
or it's just a passive ad?
Like,
Why are they using Google AdSense?
yeah, why aren't they using that? So at least I'm targeted. Like, why are you showing me Doom? I bought it already.
I accepted the cookies. You should know who I am.
It's funny. Happy Mail brings up the. I think this is correct. They just need to put that info in the background instead of a game graphic. Like if I'm
it in the sidebar.
If I'm resting, because you know how like you have your home and I can just be on
No, I like the
thing.
picture.
Like no, have it like show me passively in like a really nice presentation that information or the game hub. But yeah, when you click on it, it needs to play. 1,000% agreed.
Yeah, what do I guarantee it was a lateral move from like an Overwatch
Everything's
team.
going ads, though.
Like an Overwatch guy laterally moved over to Microsoft and had that idea.
Everything's going ads though, and it's really annoying. Have you been to a
That's-
movie lately?
Jordan brings up a good point. They really want you to see your achievements in Hearthstone or anything Blizzard.
Yeah, it's like guys.
you don't get any. Like, you have to click and you have to sit there and click. It's super annoying.
Oh, that is annoying.
Yeah.
But it's like it's what's happening everywhere because I went and saw
Because people don't use the people that make stuff don't use their own
movie
products.
theaters. My favorite part about movie theaters was going to see the trailers, and I would not be late because I don't want to miss the trailers. I love watching the trailers. But the problem now is I don't care about getting on time. I plan on being 20 to 30 minutes late to the movies because it takes 30 minutes to start
Because they go trailer, commercial.
They do commercials now.
Yeah, that's stupid.
And it's dumb. And not only that, before the movies, they used to have like fun movie trivia. Now it's commercials too. So you're not just getting commercials. You're getting a commercial while I'm sitting there. Remove the commercials. I just need to see trailers.
Yeah. What do I need to know? The late night news is on at 11.
I put my timer on 27 minutes from the time the lights went down. It's like, all right, the movie's starting to when it started.
And you probably got only 3 trailers in that.
And there's only 3, maybe there's 4 trailers there. But how long's a trailer? 4 minutes at the most.
No, it's
That's
terrible.
12 minutes. It's commercials.
I don't need
Normal
to know.
commercials. Yeah, it's dumb. Hey, companies that are using those to advertise too, just so you know, you're pissing me off. Like you're not telling me about your your product, your pest control, or
roofing.
Yeah, and it's always the
or
same
roofing,
ones.
or freaking the local bank.
Yeah,
local
the
bank
bank
ones all
and
have
then
it.
and nightly news.
Yeah,
It's
you're not endearing me to me.
And again,
to you.
it's
you're
one of those-
standing between me and what I paid for.
It's one of those things because they're local. It's like I use half those products. You don't need to tell me again.
I know. The best one here locally that they have is it's a pest control place, and it's like this dude. And
know-
he's playing football with the kids in the street, and they're like, and it's this narration. He's like, when I was a kid, I remember. I
Oh, yeah, it
remember.
was like-
And it's like, that's a lie. That was not true. That's not true. I guarantee you. It was like, when I was a kid, and it shows like this happening in the background. When I was a kid, and it's a grown adult, I remember whenever the pest guy came around, he would play football with us in the street.
Really?
And then it's like, and I don't know what the name is. I'm just going to say Kirkland. And that's why I now work for Kirkland Pest Control.
No,
Because
he
we're,
was.
We're your neighbors.
No, he was a
We're
football
your
player at
friends
the
and
university.
neighbors. Yeah.
It was a yeah.
We're your friends and neighbors. And we're here to make those while killing your bugs. And it's like, that is the dumbest commercial I've ever. That didn't happen. You're lying to me.
Oh man.
I remember. It
You,
really.
want to know the
It made me want to be a football player. The pest control guy made me want to be a football player, and that's why I now work for pest control.
He's living the dream.
Yeah.
That didn't happen. Don't lie to me.
You know the most effective ad at the movie theater? The urinal ad.
The urinal ad?
Yeah, they just have a ad like right head level at the urinal.
Oh yeah, see,
And you're like,
I'm okay with that.
See that? I don't mind.
That's where you can show me commercials.
You're sitting there like, oh, pest control. I could use that. All right.
that's where you
zip-
should put a
and then
screen
then
behind
have-
glass in front of every urinal, and that's
Yeah.
where you can show me all the commercials you want there. That's helpful.
That is a good ad.
Vote for Pedro.
Yeah, like, oh,
Yeah.
you know what I wouldn't mind either? Like, if you're not using the urinal and you got to use the toilet, just put one on the door as you close it. Then you're like, oh, okay.
Well, all
right,
they
yeah.
have to do is flip those. Show me all the commercials before the lights go down. But if the movie's start time is 2:30, then at 2:30 and those lights go down, the only thing I want to see is trailers. You can show me 3 trailers before the movie, maybe 4 if they're good, and then get straight to the movie. Show me all the commercials. They just need to switch it. Show me all the commercials beforehand.
Can I just say I would just like to see the movie? All those
Well, I don't mind,
are
I don't
on
mind the
YouTube anyways.
trailers. I don't mind the trailers. It's the local ads that bother me.
Yeah. I'd just like to watch the movie. I don't want to sit there for 40 minutes. It's like 40 minutes now.
Well, especially now, trailers mattered more before because now you see them on YouTube anyways. So, but yeah.
I'm gonna go see that F1 movie this weekend.
As am I, my friend. Also, I have an experiment, so I lost.
Might go use the bathroom and see what's on the ad.
Listen
you know?
to this. Well, yeah, I went to see How to Train Your Dragon with my kids, the live one.
Yeah, that was
it's
good.
very good.
Yeah.
It's very well done.
Because it's literally
It's literally the same movie, but what they do so well is that while you're watching it, at no point was I like, I'd rather be watching the real movie right now. No, they make you forget that another movie existed. That is a sign of
that was good.
a good movie.
They added a few scenes here and there, but it was
Can I tell you
pretty
what
good.
they added? That's dumb.
What?
They added the free, and it literally, anybody in chat that has seen this, verify that I'm correct here because it's just dumb. Like, why did you call it out? So for those of you who've never seen How to Train Your Dragon, which if you haven't seen it, I don't know if we can be friends.
Yeah, it's
Really?
actually a really good.
Ooh.
It's actually a really good
Like
animated
everybody's seen
movie.
that.
Yeah.
Like go see it.
Yeah, but it's
about Vikings.
okay.
It's about Vikings and dragons. Like that's what, and it's a kid animated movie and the live action. What they do, there's a part where the head leader, who was played by Gerard Butler,
Who was also the
who was
voice.
also the
in
voice.
in
And
the
I
making.
think that's what they nailed as well. And he's in there, and they're in their freaking Viking main log house or whatever it is, and he's talking about the dragons, and we're gonna go kill them. And I kid you not, he goes, and you came to us. He's giving a speech about the dragons. And he's like, and the Vikings came together to this island to defeat the dragons. And he points to the token Asian man. And he's like, you came to us from the Orient to help us beat the dragons.
Yeah, and he goes through all the worldly Vikings.
And then he goes to the black guy. To
check off the diversity?
You came to us from the Silk Road to help us kill the dragons. And then to one other. And that's it. They needed to check that box.
That's funny.
And it's so stupid. It's the dumbest.
I mean, to be fair, it does explain why the island is like very diverse. You're like, oh, okay, well,
The
at least they tried to
diversity box.
explain it. You
Yeah,
know,
they do. But they
at least they explained it.
Yeah, I guess they made sure the lore made sense.
Hey, I appreciate
Yeah, no,
that.
it's like at least yeah. I
But
mean,
it was so transparent. It was dumb. I bet you that the director didn't want to do it, and some executive was like, "We're Vikings, dude. Like, we're Vikings fighting dragons. Why are we doing this? Like, let's make it."
Yeah, the dragons are pretty diverse.
they are.
Anyways, and I bet you some corporate person was like, we gotta do this, or there's some law, and just so he was like, all right, I'm gonna show you how to do it.
Yeah, that's how it makes sense. Like everybody
It was
came to the island.
It
you
was
know,
so transactional. I thought that was dumb. That 2-sentence was stupid.
That's funny.
Well, and you know what's funny
I wonder how
is
Wheel of Time
Every
would have
movie,
been.
but having said that, though, now every movie should do that.
Yeah.
Well, you know what's funny is even if they didn't do that, it wouldn't have bothered anybody. That
No, you could have just had them because you would have just been like, oh, okay, whatever. Like they're there.
because it wasn't like it wasn't trying to send a message. It was just like, we got all the actors, you know. But no, I remember what part. That was a good movie. The music in that movie.
That would have helped the
music
Amazon
is
lore
really good.
on Wheel of Time. With was it Manitharin, whatever that city that's in the middle of nowhere that nobody, and it's the most diverse city in the world. If they had a scene where thank you for coming from that,
from Ziba and Sheba. Yeah, it's great.
that would have
And the
been.
people of the Orient came to help us fight these dragons. Thank you for being here.
At least it would have been in the lore of
I think
their lore.
But every show that needs to do that, or that does that, should
That's funny.
no matter what it is. If it's a freaking show that takes place in the Orient and it's all Asians and there's one white guy, I want you to explain it now to me.
Thank you for coming from Kentucky.
Thank you all the way from Kentucky because
Yeah, all right, and then just move on.
just move on. And then just make it so transparent. I mean, now if you go watch that movie, you'll really notice. But did you notice that part?
No,
And,
I did.
The
I
minute
was
it
like,
happened, I
oh.
was like,
I guess that's how
what
they're
was that?
It was a good.
It's very good.
It's one of those movies where it's like, did we really need it? Probably not, but it's good. You know.
Oh, the movie
Yeah,
itself?
the live action. Like,
Yeah,
did we
yeah.
really need a live action version of this? No, but it's good.
It's just as good, in my opinion, as the...
Well, and I appreciate that they didn't like, let's try to like make everything real, grounded.
make it
No,
our
they
own.
like Toothless is Toothless. All the dragons, like everything is the same.
It's very good. Yeah, and this is the first time, because my stance has been, if you make a frame... if you're going to do a live action, do not do frame for frame, because...
See, I would rather you do frame for frame.
No, you're not gonna. You are not Beauty and the Beast. Well, you cast Hermione Granger
not
for
frame by frame.
for Belle.
Also not frame by frame.
No, but you're doing all the same songs. The only thing, and you're having her sing. Meanwhile, she's going up against a world class voice singer, theater on Broadway singer in the original one. Those are so iconic. All I'm going to do the entire time is compare you directly to the original song, and you're not going to beat it. Like, that's the...
I mean, How to Train Your Dragon was frame
So,
by
like,
frame.
Maleficent did it really well. It was different. Wicked does it really well. It's not Wizard of Oz. It is...
You know they're making a sequel to Wicked?
Having said that...
Wickeder.
Oh, yeah. I saw that.
Like Dumb and
It was one
Dumber.
of the trailers. That was one of the trailers that I saw. That's the only exception here is How to Train Your Dragon did it where you could swap out either one, and I'm happy with either one.
Well, it's 'cause
it's
it's
the
the
only
same
live action to do that.
Well, and I think it's mostly because you had the same director do it, so it's the same feel.
Same feel. If
You
anything,
had the same
if anything,
composer.
I think the live action made some of the music hit harder, and it was like, yeah, I'm inspired. Yes.
Well, and I was actually really impressed with the kid that played Hiccup.
Oh yeah, he sounds like
the voice
yeah.
actor is like really like, oh, that's Hiccup.
Yeah.
But the kid did a good job.
Yeah, it sounds just like him. But even all the kids that they cast did a good job. All those characters,
Yeah.
none of them were like, they just matched it really well. It's good. I'd highly recommend taking your kid.
Okay.
You want to know
Yeah,
what I
it was-
learned though? So I have lost 13 pounds. Everyone,
Oh.
you might see on camera. Look at my slims. Some of you might be asking yourself, has David gotten better looking? Yes, I have. I've lost 13 pounds. But what I'm doing, I'm sticking to like 18. I'm monitoring my calories every day, and then I weigh myself every morning. Doing that, you realize what foods cause you to retain water, because like you'll be under your 1,800 calories, and like the next day, all right, I'm down, whatever, like incrementally down. Let me tell you, I starved myself so that I could eat popcorn at the movies. When you eat popcorn, because popcorn like doesn't weigh that much, and it's not like it's gaining you fat. The amount of water weight, it's like pounds of water that your body retains in water retention from
And all that
from movie popcorn.
butter and oil.
It's
and
butter, sodium. I'm sure it just like crushes you.
I love movie
Dude, me
popcorn.
too. I cannot go because my wife was like, "Well, just don't eat popcorn." I was like, "Then why go to the movies?"
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, what are you?
I have them do the butter halfway through and then on the top.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
And if they don't, I take a straw.
Yeah,
and
that's
I go
what I
over
do.
to the butter machine.
And see, and then
Wait,
shove it down.
there's a butter machine?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that you can add butter on the top, but you put a straw in it.
Put a
and then
straw
you
in.
just get it out at the
I
bottom.
did not know that yet. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah.
You maybe, in fairness, maybe that's what caused my water retention.
Yeah, butter,
Butter,
commonly known as love.
dude. And is that real butter though? That's not real butter.
No, it's I have the stuff. I have it.
Oh, okay.
I can make my own movie popcorn.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'll grab it. I'll be right
So it's
back.
not real butter though.
It's like a chemical.
Yeah.
I'll
So
go
that's
get
probably what's crushing me. It's not even the popcorn. It's the synthetic butter that is getting poured on it. Dude, it does taste delicious though.
Yeah, that was a good movie. Well, this is awkward.
I don't know what to talk about now.
Yeah,
Spicy
neither do I.
left.
I
I'm
feel
waiting
like
for
that was like a natural end, and then Mark just left to go grab something.
But I think we got on that because we're gonna go see the F1 movie this weekend.
Oh yeah, I'm actually really excited for
Yeah,
that.
I'm very excited too. That looks good. Movies are finally starting to come back. Look how long that took, though.
Yeah, it's kind of
'Cause
like
we're getting movie you want to see after movie you want to see. So that's actually what they use at the movies.
Yeah, this is the stuff. And it's like hardcore. So these guys don't sponsor us.
So it's called Flavacol.
Flavacol.
Flavacol. Flavacol.
Flavacol.
Well, that sounds enticing.
Yeah. That's it.
or butter.
So let's see.
for better tasting popcorn.
That's what
Your
they
sales
use.
will go up as much as 25% once you treat popcorn as the specialty of the house. Okay, where's the ingredients? Here we go. Let's see. Ingredients: salt.
Sodium, 114%.
Look at this. Salt. I'm pretty sure like a lot of these things have recently been banned in here. There's not that
Yellow number 5.
There's not that many, but yeah, look, it's salt, artificial flavor, so we don't know. FD&C yellow 5,
Which one got banned? Red 2 or something like that?
Lake EO E102, FD&C yellow number 6, Lake E110. So when your ingredients are numbers, yeah, you are. That is legit.
But I'm telling you, that's the stuff, man.
The same
how did,
stuff they put in.
how did you find that? You just looked it up?
Researched it, and I bought this.
Does it not smell like butter popcorn?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull.
So is it a powder or is it a liquid?
It's a powder.
Oh, okay. And then it liquefies?
Yeah. Go ahead. You can't really smell it, but
No, okay.
anyways, that's the stuff. If you want the actual flavor that they use,
Well, because I've melted butter in my microwave and poured it on my popcorn, and you want to know what it does? It like shrinks the popcorn.
this is it. This is it.
So-
you don't even need to salt it. This is the flavor.
So that's the water retention then, guaranteed. Because their first flavor is salt. Because the ingredients are listed by what's most in it, and the first one is salt.
What do you search in Google? Something that kills you quickly. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, salt and drugs.
Isn't it terrible that like the best tasting stuff is the worst?
It's not
Not
terrible,
always,
but-
not always. Because meat, I've been barbecuing lately as well.
Oh, cool, good. What have you been cooking?
I've done steaks. I've done a tri-tip pork roast, which was difficult, but all it is being patient. Being patient.
And letting it sit. I've
Letting
learned
it
that.
sit.
You gotta
Yeah,
let
so-
it.
and
you
using
gotta
your
let-
burners correctly. 'Cause
You got to let your meat
I
rest
used to,
afterwards.
since I went down this rabbit hole, I used to just like both flames up. I would like seeing the flames cook my burgers. No. You got to use your flames differently, like one high, one low, or one off, and then you move it over. You let it sit. I've nailed every single one. But you want to know the only ingredients I've used on and chicken as well. And then obviously like vegetables and stuff. Salt and pepper. That's it.
Especially for beef. Yeah.
Yeah, and it is fantastic. Like you don't need all that. You don't need rub. Get your rub out of here. Go rub yourself.
There's a place for rub, but generally, if you want to just,
Yeah, it's delicious.
Salt and pepper goes the
I ran
distance
out of
with beef.
propane though. I gotta go get more propane. It's lasted me like 3 years, by the way. Propane's legit.
Yeah.
I'm actually out of propane too.
Yeah, I mean, so you want to know how I cook my beef?
They give it to me.
I sous vide it.
Oh,
Oh, that's that electric water.
I,
thing?
I vacuum seal it, sous vide it, pull it out. So for 2 hours, depending on my crowd, I'll do like a 135 sous vide for 2 hours. Then I'll dry it off, pull it out, pull it out, let it sit, and then I have a torch So I just
Like
go
sear
outside
it?
and sear it with a torch. There is nothing better. That is.
You should do a blind taste test. So you should do that and then do straight barbecue, and do both as best as you can. Blind taste test to us.
Yeah, I could do it too for you. I'd love to. Yeah,
and
I
then
love,
and
I
then
love
we'll just
cooking.
see like what do you prefer? Which ones do you prefer? Here you go.
That last comment made me laugh from Happy Mayo. I really,
It's kinda true.
I love cooking meats.
Yeah,
Meats.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's-
especially with the sous vide. Like sous vide unlocks.
Yeah, I've had sous vide
potential,
and it
man.
was very good.
It's so
It was very good. My sister was the first one that showed me that, and I was like, "Ooh, what is this?"
And you can do some pretty cool stuff. with sous
There's
vide.
some big rabbit holes to go down there, and people are very particular about it. Just give me an open flame. Although I do kind of want to get into charcoal grilling again because you get a different flavor. You get that charcoal flavor.
Depending on my mood, I'll go cast iron, avocado oil, nice and hot, like 400 plus degrees because it's a high burn. And then that's how I sear my meat too. It's all about the sear after too. It's good. Cast iron. Cast iron's where it's at too.
Jordan has the cast iron grill.
Yeah, I've been using my Blackstone.
Oh, you got a
lot.
Blackstone? Yeah.
Because you can cook anything on it. Pancakes, eggs. Nice is like I always throw some bacon on there no matter what I'm cooking.
I
'Cause
love meat.
Let the juices
it's
just
so
flow
good.
in.
I'm hungry now.
I usually throw some onions on there too because some onion juices are nice.
Favorite piece of meat? I love lamb. A good lamb,
like lamb?
is my favorite. Yeah, a well done lamb is delicious. It's my favorite. I fully recognize it's an acquired taste though. Like if you've not grown up with lamb or have lamb, you probably
Yeah, lamb
don't.
is good.
But I love lamb. Jordan, your favorite meat?
Myself.
Like my favorite cut, or because I like pork, I like beef, I like chicken, I like lobster. I like it all. My favorite cut of beef is probably prime rib.
Oh yeah, prime rib.
Because that's like, and then like the
I don't know cuts very well.
oh, okay.
What is brisket? Is that a cut,
shoulder.
or is that
That's like
just like a way you cooked the meat?
no brisket.
No, it's I believe it's the shoulder.
Brisket is delicious.
I could be wrong.
It's a part of the cow.
Happy Mayo, is that a cut?
a fillet. Yeah.
He's from the South. He knows.
Filet. So filet.
Yeah, filet mignon is
he's
my
saying
favorite.
filet mignon. Which
One time I got a fillet and I was
that
confused.
sweet spot
Yeah,
right
yeah.
on the spine.
So filet mignon is one of my favorites. But one time I ordered a fillet and it came with a bone, and I was like, "Isn't it supposed to be a fillet?" Like the definition of fillet is you fillet it.
I don't know. Maybe you got.
Filet mignon.
I don't know.
It wasn't filet
I don't
mignon.
know
It
cuts. I
was
just
it was
know
a fillet.
that I like meat.
Have you ever had a tomahawk?
No, what's that?
Yeah, I'll show you a picture of that sucker. It's not the. I mean, it's good meat. It's not the best, but it's top tier. It's like at your 8 out of 10s. You know.
Filet bouillon.
Yeah, they're cool. Yeah. Okay.
Oh dang, I have had that before. Yes, but that's called the tomahawk.
So it's a prime rib, but with the bone still in.
The best steak I've had ever was from. I'll show you them. They're local here. Then they deliver it to your house, and it's delicious. And it's not that much. It's like if you pay, let's say you pay $25 for this same thing at Costco, it's like 35. But it's serious. It is straight from the farm. It's the best. It's where I got my lamb steaks from. Leveling up my life.
I love it.
Okay, so say I was wrong. The brisket is the chest.
Oh, the brisket. This is chest. Okay, right now. Lower chest or breast. It's a Dark Knight. Oh, thank you. Like, I don't know. Should we
What's
start
the
a meat? Should we start a meat podcast?
What's
I
the
would
shoulder
love
then?
to.
the meat one
Oh,
bros.
is a roast the shoulder?
I don't know.
Yeah, what's
Well,
the
you-
shoulder?
There's
Is it a roast?
Oh, we're gonna have to
lots.
go look it up. We're gonna have to
Yeah.
get. We should. Spice, you need one of those signs that they have at.
I
like,
do like I will
Barbecue places.
I always watch cuts of. There's actually a really good cuts of meat channel I watch when I'm just leisurely hanging out. I'll send you guys some.
It's a $170 piece of meat.
A tomahawk is. Whoa.
Tomahawk's
I've
expensive.
had like a little one.
and you pay for the bone.
I guess you can use the bone for like broth and stuff. Right?
Well, you actually cut it off when you.
Whoa. Dark Knight, I'm starving. He says I'm running a cherry apple habanero glazed at Louisiana style ribs for
Oh.
4th of July
Maybe a brisket.
and maybe a brisket.
That's right. 4th of July. America's birthday is next week.
America.
When does the block party start? Is that next year? Yeah. Next year's 2/25
Yeah.
for America.
Yeah. That's gonna be huge. Can you imagine the fireworks? Ooh. Remember fireworks during COVID? It was awesome. Even
Yeah,
in, like,
we just
and in-
went for
Remember,
it.
yeah,
And in California, people, like, it's,
everybody
like,
was like,
illegal.
you can't do it.
It's illegal in LA, and you just see like
Yeah, people just went.
people were like, "Screw this." Like even here, there was tons,
It's like on.
and here we were pretty open, so it wasn't like super.
It's like in Sandlot where they're all just staring at the sky.
Yeah.
And it just lights
it
the
was
place
cool.
up.
It was cool.
Like
Yeah.
and that was everywhere. Everybody was like,
It was cool. That was
"We're
cool.
going for this." It's pretty great.
All right. That does us for today, everybody. Thank you very much for tuning in and hanging out. Hope you've enjoyed the show. Appreciate all your support. Don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe to us over on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, wherever you listen to us. Also, if you haven't, come subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you want to support the show, consider becoming a member. I do need to shout out, actually, on our way out here, we did get a super chat, 2 super chats from the one and only Super Shocker, 5 XoneBros memberships, and he also, for $6.69, said VR will never be great until it comes with the Disney mat. Just saying. Amen. Amen. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much, Super Shocker. Have a great rest of your week, day, weekend. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.